I don't have a story where growing up I was bullied or I was teased or I felt awful about myself. I was definitely uncomfortable in my body at times. I was aware that I had a weight problem, but I didn't know how bad of a weight problem it was. My weight just progressively got worse over the years until after I had my son. And when I had Connor, that was the light bulb moment. He was about 3 years old and asked me to play on the floor with him. And I told him no. I brought him into this world and I can't even give him the basic pleasures of having his mother to play on the floor with him. And I was only in my 20s. So for me, that was like a major aha light bulb moment. And I don't know why after that, something sparked me to just go to the bathroom and pull out the scale. And it had been tucked away for years, but I get on the scale after that moment. I think it was like a day or two after he asked me to play with him because I had to let that moment sit with me. And it said 322 pounds. And my heart just went whoosh. You know, when I saw that number, my feelings were definitely mixed. And I don't know exactly what made me continue to do it because I have tried losing weight my whole life. I just think that I was at that point where saying the number 3 as the beginning number in that sequence was such a scary feeling. Like I knew I was bigger. I just didn't know how big I was. In my head, I started off with saying, okay, I can just get out of the 300s. That's just 22 pounds. That's just 22 pounds. So then you lose the 22 pounds and then you dip into the 200s and you're like, wow, I'm seeing this number. It's amazing. And it's just something about just knowing how big I got and how scary that was just made me determined to never see that number again. So I knew that less calories in, more calories out was the basics that worked. So that's what I stuck with. I didn't look back. I didn't try to overthink it. I didn't try fad diets. I didn't try crazy workouts. I just went with the basics. And I think what people lose sight of is they want all the information now. There's so much out there that they get so clouded with all the information that they just don't start. And then they try jumping from this diet to this diet to this diet versus just being consecutive or being consistent with the same one over time. So that's why I preach the basics, because the basics work. For me, I feel like maybe I was given these things and these challenges and these tribulations to help people. And fitness was just kind of my stepping stone to helping people and opening my doors to audiences that want to see what my life is like through fitness. When I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, I can't tell you how thankful I was that I had been through the health and fitness and weight loss journey like I had been. I blacked out completely while driving and I got in a terrible accident. I shouldn't even be alive from that accident. And when I went to the hospital in the ambulance, they checked my head and my neck for injuries. And within that scan, they found a small mass on the right side of my neck. So I had a needle biopsy, and then the doctor comes back within 15 minutes after getting me my needle biopsy and looks at me with a completely blank face and hands me a piece of paper that I still have to this day. And for some reason, I don't know why I hold on to that paper, but it says stage 2 papillary thyroid cancer. It says will need surgery and radiation, possible chemotherapy. And then I just got really scared and fearful because as a single mom, it's like, what's going to happen to my son? How am I going to do this? How am I going to recover? But for me, I feel like my life has always been a very rise from the ashes kind of theme. Lost the weight. I've even, I filed bankruptcy at a young age. I became a single mom at a young age. I started a business with no money in my bank account. I've been in emotional abusive relationships. Like I've gone through a lot of stuff at a young age and I've always risen above. So for me, I don't mean to sound egotistical, but when I got diagnosed with cancer, there was no, well, if this happens to me, it was just when I'm done with this. Like I just in my head already claimed that I was going to beat it and I was going to move forward with it. I'm Lugo, and I am Forged Passion.